Have you ever met someone who looks completely ordinary? Maybe they drive an old Toyota, wear simple clothes, and live in a modest neighborhood, only to later discover they're worth millions? It might surprise you, but many wealthy people go out of their way to look like they're not rich. Why? It's not because they're cheap. It's because real wealth is often about privacy, security, and smart financial choices, not about showing off. In this video, I'll share 15 ways the wealthy downplay their riches and the deeper reasons behind these habits. By the end, you'll see that building wealth isn't about showing the world what you have, but quietly creating freedom and power. Welcome to Wealth Alchemy, the channel that turns everyday knowledge into golden opportunities. 15. Ways the rich hide their wealth. 1. They drive normal cars. We've all seen celebrities with Lamborghinis, but most rich people prefer Toyota, Honda, or even a 10-year-old car. Warren Buffett drives a Cadillac. Mark Zuckerberg has been spotted in a Volkswagen hatchback. Why? Because a flashy car invites unwanted attention from thieves, kidnappers, or even tax authorities. A normal car lets them blend in and focus their money on assets, not liabilities. They wear simple clothing. Instead of designer suits every day, many wealthy people wear plain t-shirts, jeans, or unbranded sneakers. Zuckerberg is famous for his gray t-shirt uniform. Why? Because wearing logos screams, "Look at me." Simplicity avoids envy and keeps the focus on work, not appearances. They live in average neighborhoods. You might expect every millionaire to live in a mansion, but many don't. They choose middle-class or quiet areas where they aren't constantly in the spotlight. Why? Privacy. Also, raising children in a grounded environment prevents them from growing up entitled. They avoid flashy jewelry. Expensive watches, diamond rings, gold chains, these attract the wrong kind of attention. Many rich people either don't wear jewelry or keep it very minimal. Why? Safety. It's much harder to be robbed if no one knows you're rich. They pay with cash or debit, not platinum cards. Rich people often keep things low-key at restaurants or shops. Instead of waving a black card around, they use normal cards or cash. Why? They don't want strangers or even employees to know how much credit they have access to. They sometimes fly economy. Sure, some fly private jets, but many wealthy people are spotted in economy or business class. IKEA's founder Ingvar Kamprad was famous for this. Why? Because saving thousands on flights can be invested to make millions later. And once you're rich, you don't need to prove it to anyone. They keep social media private. While many people post luxury vacations and cars online, rich people usually avoid it. They keep accounts private or post family photos instead of wealth displays. Why? To avoid jealousy, lawsuits, scams, and even kidnapping attempts. Silence online is a form of protection. They use old phones or gadgets. Instead of upgrading every year, many stick with older models. Buffett still uses a basic phone, not the newest iPhone. Why? Because their priority is function, not fashion. It's a small way of saying, I don't waste money on things that don't bring me value. They hide business ownership. Instead of putting their names everywhere, the rich often hold assets under companies, trusts, or family members' names. Why? It protects their identity, reduces taxes, and shields them from lawsuits. To the world, they look ordinary, but behind the scenes, they control millions. They don't talk about money. The wealthy rarely brag. You won't hear them casually mentioning their net worth at dinner. Why? Because talking about money attracts envy. It makes relationships fake. By staying quiet, they protect their peace and keep true friends. They shop at normal stores. You'll see rich people at Walmart, Costco, or fast food chains. Buffett still eats McDonald's almost every morning. Why? They know value matters more than appearances. Shopping smart helps preserve wealth long term. They downplay their job titles. A wealthy entrepreneur might say, "I run a small business," instead of "I own a company with 500 employees." Why? It avoids interrogation, fake friendships, and pressure. Understatement gives them freedom. They use modest homes for public image. Some own luxury properties but only show a modest one publicly. Buffett still lives in the same house he bought in 1958. Why? Because keeping their official lifestyle modest lowers taxes, avoids neighbor jealousy, and keeps government eyes off them. They teach kids not to flaunt. Wealth-rich parents often teach their children to avoid flashy spending. They want them to value work, education, and responsibility. Why? Because flaunting wealth can create spoiled, entitled adults. Modesty builds character. They invest quietly. While some people brag about stocks or crypto on social media, the wealthy move in silence. They make big deals behind the scenes and let results speak for themselves. Why? Because competition and exposure bring risk. Quiet wealth is safe wealth. So what can we learn from this? The rich don't pretend to be poor. They simply understand that money is power and power is best used quietly. Flaunting wealth attracts problems. Protecting wealth builds freedom. It's not about showing off, it's about living smart. Which of these 15 habits surprised you the most? Drop a comment below. And if you want to learn the secrets of building wealth the quiet, smart way, hit subscribe and join me here on Wealth Alchemy. Remember, true wealth isn't loud. It's silent, secure, and powerful.